I am Kat and welcome to episode 4 of Decluttering My Entire Home. Today we are doing 3 spaces. We're starting off with the biggest project, which is my guest room slash home office, the cabinet under our bathroom sink, as well as my sweatshirts because those are a disaster. Whatever you're getting done today, grab yourself a fun drink and let's be productive together. Alrighty, starting off in my home office slash guest room. Now this used to just be a home office, but when my son Louis was born, we turned our old guest room into his nursery. So we decided to combine my home office with our guest room. Now the past 6 months, this really has not been used as an office because I was on maternity leave, but my date for going back to work is very quickly approaching. So it is time to get this room in order because as you can see, it's kind of become a catch-all. And let me tell you, the transformation, in my opinion, is amazing. We moved some furniture around as well as deal with all of this stuff everywhere. As I've talked about before in these declutter videos, my goal here is to really remove as much excess stuff from our home as possible, especially going into 2026. I've talked before about how my husband and I are looking to buy a house. We're very hopeful to find one this year and move. And I only want to take with us the stuff that we actually use and actually adds value to our lives in one way or another. So in all of these decluttering videos, while we are organizing stuff, we're also trying to get rid of as much as possible. Now, although I am sad that the holidays are over, I am also very excited to do a home refresh, which will actually be my next video, especially in the living room. I feel like there's just so many baby products there that we use every single day, but once the tree is gone, it will be a little bit easier to spread it out within the room. But I'm just excited for a full home refresh, so be on the lookout for that video. I cannot tell you how many weeks, no, probably months it has been that I have been telling myself that I need to tackle this room and get to cleaning and decluttering it. And it's one of those projects where it felt so overwhelming and it really took so much self-discipline to finally get myself to get started on it. And what happened once I got started? I realized that it wasn't as bad and I was avoiding it for not a valid reason because once I started going, it not only started to become a lot easier, but also became enjoyable because I started to see progress and it felt so good to see the space becoming tidier and cleaner and less cluttered and more ready for me to start work in a couple of weeks. So definitely whatever the big project is that you have been putting off, trust me, just get started, set aside some time, even if you only plan to spend 20 minutes on it and you know that the project will probably take you 3 hours in total. That will get you 20 minutes closer to finishing the space, and chances are once you get going, you're going to build up momentum and realize that it's not as bad as you thought. Now this is the corner that in a little bit we're going to swap. I don't know why I did it this way when I originally rearranged my office to make room for the bed. If you remember, my desk used to actually have 2 parts to it and it was in the middle of the room. But when we had to add the bed there, it just was taking up too much space. The way that we rearranged these 2 pieces is so much better than I have it here in my opinion. And I wish I'd done that from the start, but that's okay because I'm happy we're changing it now. Also, total side note, but I don't recommend chatting on the phone or FaceTiming with a friend while you're trying to organize because that's what I was doing here. I was talking with my friend and I just kept getting distracted and I ended up just pausing and sitting in that chair and chatting for like 40 minutes before I finally, we got off the phone and I got back to cleaning. So I recommend keep yourself motivated through music or ideally like a clean with me video. I've got plenty and it will help you stay focused through the entire process. Since we're talking about going back to work, I thought I would update you on our nanny situation because a few videos ago I talked about how we were interviewing to have a nanny come to the house a few times a week while I'm working, and then my mom is going to be helping us out the other days. And we had actually booked somebody, but unfortunately it ended up falling through with them. But I have a few interviews lined up this week and I'm very, very hopeful and excited with the candidates that we're going to be meeting with that we'll find somebody super great. And while this has been a very stressful process, I'm not going to lie, I'm also so grateful to be in the position where we can have somebody come to our home and watch him and the fact that I do work from home, so I can still pop in and see him multiple times a day, as I'm sure that I will, especially at the beginning, because it's going to be so odd to not see him or not be the primary person taking care of him all day. That has been something that's been stressing me out, just what life is going to be like when I go back to work. And I do want to talk more about that and my thoughts on being a working mom versus stay-at-home mom, and all that comes with whichever option you choose, because there are pros and cons to both. And in one of my upcoming videos, we'll talk a little more in detail about that, but I am excited to start this next chapter of motherhood in my life and navigating it the best that I can, and hopefully along the way providing some helpful tips and inspiration for you in your life, whatever that may look like. And I feel like this is the perfect time to update you that my upload schedule moving forward will be a new YouTube video every single Sunday. A lot of clean with me's, home resets, decluttering videos, some mom life videos thrown in there. Let me know if you would want to see like a work morning routine as a mom or something like that.
You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. All the second chances say I'm nothing for right. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love. The things I love, the things I love, the things I love, 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 love. The things I love, the things I love. Be one of the things I love. The things I love, the things I love, the things I love, love, love.
My sister-in-law got me this calendar last year for Christmas. It was a In My 2025 Era calendar, and every month was a different Taylor Swift quote and outfit from the Eras tour. And I'm actually so sad that I can't use this calendar anymore, but I am going to save it, and I feel like it's just fun to look back on. Also, when it comes to the style of this office, you'll see we take a lot of the stuff off of the walls because there is more of a patterned wallpaper, and I just think it looks better that way. But I am very, very excited for when we do finally move to decorate an office from scratch. I have a whole vision in my mind of what kind of a theme and vibe I want my office to be, because I do spend so much time in this space, so I want it to be something I really love. But as I've talked about before, the hope is that we're going to be moving soon, so there's really no point in painting and buying new furniture and all of that we're just going to be moving. So really working on making the most out of this space. Also, if you're looking for a way to store extra throw blankets and pillows and you don't want to use one of those vacuum bags, if it's like a pillow that you don't want to compress too much that it could change up the shape, use a Christmas tree bag. I saw this idea a little while ago and I ordered one. It's so perfect because it's waterproof, or make sure you get a waterproof one. Obviously, they have multiple sizes of these bags because they're made to fit all different sized Christmas trees. So I highly recommend trying this out if you're looking for a good way to store your blankets and pillows or sheets, really anything like that. Maybe stuffed animals for your kid. If you have like a whole bunch of extra stuffed animals and you don't know where to put them, this is a really great way to store them. Now, tackling the bed, as you can see, there was just a whole bunch of random clutter and stuff on there. Most of the stuff on here I didn't want to get rid of. It's stuff that just had been taken out and needed to be reorganized. Like this box actually has a lot of my childhood sentimental items. Those are a couple journals from when I was in like 5th, 6th, 7th grade in high school that I like to look back on every once in a while, but I compacted all of those into that box. And then there was some stuff that I was like, I don't know why I still have this, and we can go pop it in the donate bin. Okay, now we're getting into the really fun part, which is rearranging stuff. This bed, I don't know why I decided to plop it in the middle of the room like that. I mean, I guess I do know why, that I wanted to have both nightstands, but realistically, it's so rare that we have two people staying in the guest room at the same time. And if we do, they don't really need two nightstands. And I think the space is used up so much better when the bed is against the wall, because it just gives more space in the room in general. And we really only need one nightstand there. I did think about keeping the second one at the end of the bed, but when I looked at it kind of from a bird's eye view or a wider view, it just looked really bad. So we're taking that out. And I think that having the bed up against the wall like this is such a better use of the space. Alrighty, so for this side of the room, I started off by removing that picture. We're going to end up putting it above the bed. But when I first rearranged the desk in this room, I put it in this corner because I felt like, oh, that wall fits it perfectly. It kind of, nestled into the corner there really nicely. But what I found is I hated just looking at a wall all day. Like I like being able to look out of the window while I'm working. So I decided to try moving the desk over a little bit and so that it could face this window. I also like the fact that if somebody comes down the driveway when I'm sitting here, I can see them. It just makes me feel a little bit safer, especially working from home when Tim's not here. I mean, now moving forward, I won't really ever be home alone anymore because I'll have Louie and then who's ever watching Louie while I work. But it is still nice to be able to see who's coming down the driveway and just to be able to look out the window and get natural light while I'm working. And I think it just fits the space a little bit better to then have that chair in the other corner kind of nestled there. Looks a little bit cozier, a little bit more intentional, I think. The only thing that I may switch, I haven't done that yet, but maybe in a future video, is swap the drawers to be the other side. I think that might look a little bit more balanced, but overall, I'm just so happy that I swapped those. And just as a reminder, here's what the before of the home office / guest room looked like. Aside from the fact that it was a super cluttered mess, I also just don't really love the furniture arrangement. And here is the after. Obviously so nice that there's not stuff everywhere, but also the way the furniture is in the room, I think fits the space so much better. Having this space all clean and organized definitely puts me in a much better headspace and excited about starting work again. Okay, now moving on to project number 2. In this video, we are tackling underneath our bathroom sink, which as you can see, it needs a ton of attention. There is just a whole bunch of random stuff that has been stuffed there. A lot of the stuff that was expired, it was old, some stuff you'll see had spilled. So to get started, I plopped myself on the floor and I'm separating everything into piles of what's going to go back in this space, what needs to be removed and put somewhere else, and stuff that unfortunately just needs to be thrown out.
And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. Forever. Forever.
A bag of bath salts had fallen and spilled all over the place, but thankfully it was pretty easy to vacuum up and honestly kind of satisfying to see it all vacuumed up. But I did actually decide to just plop the entire vacuum in there. It was so much easier to get all of the tiny little pieces and make sure everything was taken out of there. And then once I finished vacuuming, I'm taking all of the items that I know are not going back in the space and go putting those other areas in my home that they belong. Now, these were some of the containers that were actually already down there, but they were pretty dirty. So I had done a quick little wash of them downstairs. These are them afterwards, nice and clean. And then I sat myself back down again and I'm sorting through all of the items that I know are going back in the space and just playing around with how I want to organize them within these containers. Lazy Susans, highly, highly recommend. I love Lazy Susans for almost any area of your home that you need to organize, cabinets, pantries, even the fridge. I think a Lazy Susan, like a mini one, can sometimes be really helpful. So organized everything into these containers and then we can place it all back into the cabinet.
One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better, yeah. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew
Now I love this transformation. As a reminder, here's the before of what the cabinet looked like, and here's the after. So satisfying, so much easier to see what I need, and everything that was expired or old is taken out, and it's just such a better use of the space. Now, moving on to my closet, the last area in this video that we're going to be tackling is my sweatshirts on this shelf. It's become such a cluttered mess, and anytime I try and get a sweatshirt, they all fall out because they're all packed on top of each other, and like there's just so many that I really don't need. And if you saw my closet declutter video, I posted that a couple months ago. I really went hard at getting rid of as many clothes as I could, but that shelf was one of the only areas in my closet as far as my clothes go that we didn't tackle. So it felt really good to go through all of these and move a handful of them to the donation bin. I love these before and afters. Here's a reminder of what this shelf looked like before and how much better is that. So much easier to see what I have. It looks nicer and just so much more practical. So very happy with this. That is all the decluttering for today. Don't forget to subscribe because so many more decluttering, organize, and clean with me mom life videos coming in the new year. I cannot wait for 2026 and to see where this journey takes us. If you want to continue getting stuff done together, I will have my entire Mom Clean With Me playlist linked above me, as well as some other content of mine. And I hope that this could inspire you. Okay, love you, bye.